can be disseminated a bit easier, so it's going to be the Sombra and the Lucio on the defensive side of things, I guess you would say.
KongDoo Panthera just going to be pushing forward here. Something a little bit similar, as it's going to be the triple DPS.
And Luffy is going to be the one jumping onto the Lucio. 4% game time on Soldier. I did mention 5 out of 6. Only Fissure has not flexed onto Soldier so far this season for KongDoo Panthera.
So Luffy on the Soldier 76. We'll see how much work he can get done. In the meantime, Pine starting to poke out, wants to build up for that EMP. Can't quite get the hack in, and already the first tick has been achieved here by KongDoo Panthera. LW Blue just can't play on the point. Flower's been picked off.
Yeah, so many different threats you have to respect. Second member goes down in Luna.
Yeah, Neko popped out here as well. Will get taken out. Rascal just looking for that early Dragon Blade as he tries to assassinate Gambler. He won't be able to escape. We'll finish him off in the end, and that's going to be a very swift cap. 7 minutes on the clock here for KongDoo.
So infrequently do you see a 7+ minute time back. Insanity. Already rushing onto the second point so fast that no one could actually build up ultimate on the side of KongDoo Panthera.
Yeah, a couple members close. Rascal about to be neck and neck really with birdring as he will go ahead and jump around the backside, looking for an easy pickoff onto somebody like Gambler. Luna stuck in the corner will just get taken down.
Yeah, Pine dies with the EMP available. If they can delay enough, he'll have it for his respawn, but 3 members now down for the side of LuxuryWatch Blue.
Yeah, and on the point, haven't quite gotten anything rolling yet. They try to delay, but with Saebyeolbe getting taken out, they're going to get a bit of meterage here.
And they're going to be against 6 ultimates as well, Achilles.
Yeah, this is going to be one hell of a defense. If LW Blue can do a damn thing, EMP comes down here from Pine, drops in, but he's going to be taken out. And right after Luna goes down to that pulse bomb, Saebyeolbe throwing out his own, but will be eaten. Void, the right place, right time with a defense matrix running, and now Luffy with that tack visor. Beautiful tracking. We'll just go ahead, come up with a triple kill, finishing off Flower at the end with Saebyeolbe on top.
It might be a perfect round, Achilles.
It's really looking that way. Just under 6 minutes, they're gonna get the cap. KongDoo Panthera, good lord.
As far as I can see, no one died on the side of KongDoo Panthera. Might have missed one, but I believe it was a perfect round from them once it started with the triple DPS, Luffy flexing over. Didn't matter they didn't have healing because the first pick was so early. Healing was never really something necessary for the side of Panthera. You look dumbfounded again.
I am. I mean, good lord, that was one of the most dominating performances that we've ever seen on Volskaya. Just dirty, dirty stuff from the side of KongDoo Panthera. And LW Blue, how do you even bounce back from something like that? What do you possibly run to try to match a 5-minute, 54-second time bank on Volskaya?
Don't look at me. I don't have that information. LuxuryWatch Blue are the innovators. But, you know, you don't really run anything that's going to actually achieve that. Otherwise, that would be the go-to meta choice, Achilles. If you knew it was going to get the 2-minute capture, you'd run it. Triple DPS, more difficult for them to pull off given the members they have right now. The amount of flexing to pull it off would be interesting.
Well, that was like a Chips quality translocator.
It's weird to say a team with Flower, Pine, and Saebyeolbe will find it hard to run triple DPS. They could still do it, but with so much disarray with the rest of their members, it does feel like it might be really tough to pull off. Pine on his Widowmaker, so at least going to be going for some comfort. Rascal will be running the Sombra, and the strategy that we saw LuxuryWatch Blue innovate was attacking on the right side and attacking the large health pack and stopping the Sombra from being able to play around that particular objective and have EMP super early. Luffy will be sticking his way on Soldier.
Maybe it's time. Pine has been hovering this Widowmaker for a while. We've seen people open up on attack with this. You think back to Taimu, his excellent performance on Widowmaker here on Volskaya when they were down and out, and seems like LW Blue might be feeling a similar way.
An opening pick would at least be a bit of wind in the sails for LuxuryWatch Blue.
Already straight into the back line, though. Getting harassed out by birdring and Rascal. They leap back to safety. Pine hasn't had an opportunity to go for a shot. Yeah, that's going to be a nice one. Luna wrapping around the backside.
They actually go for the opposite side. They still attack the same point they used to, going for the big health back against Sombra.
Dropping down the barrier, trying to zap away at Luffy, who's still over onto this Soldier, but might have bitten off more than he can chew. One final shot will get rid of him. Flower finds a kill in onto Rascal, but he's in danger of going down himself.
Trading pretty evenly so far, but the respawns are going to definitely favor the side of LuxuryWatch Blue.
That's going to be Flower getting picked off, but Luffy follows suit, so still exchanges back and forth, but LW Blue are at a disadvantage because they're the ones not able to posture forward onto the point. Self-destruct thrown out, not going to find anything, so a bit of a waste there from Meko. Gambler goes down as well, so LW Blue will be halted, and Pine, he really hasn't been able to get a shot off.
Had to have such innovative approaches to deal with the triple DPS. They could never have just played sit on the point, LuxuryWatch Blue, and then deal. What happens? Pine is being completely occupied by first Rascal and now birdring in the backline, and EMP certainly will be available if they try to sit on the point like KongDoo Panthera were able to do on their attack.
I mean, he needs some excellent picks if they're going to come up with any success here. There we go! That's a nice one. Finds Rascal, just takes him down, gets rid of that EMP for a couple seconds, and now LW Blue feeling comfortable to go ahead, push forward onto the point, at least with a few members. Aren't building up the meter yet, but now Pine has a nice high ground spot. Sound barrier comes through from both sides, but still KongDoo Panthera are the ones coming out with the kills. Meko popped out, Gambler taken down, and Saebyeolbe as well with the tack visor gets finished off.
And all that really bought them was forcing KongDoo Panthera to use a bit of their toolkit to repel the rest of the engage.
And they still have the EMP for the next push from LW Blue, so honestly, not the worst thing for Rascal to die there.
Never want to get casually flicked by a Widowmaker when diving, but I agree with you, so instant that he couldn't even use the translocator. All LuxuryWatch Blue can do is ignore the timer, try to capture this point A, but like you say, the tools, the war chest, the ultimate economy, everything working for KongDoo.
Yeah, it's nothing more than one for the highlight reel, just trying to get these shots on a birdring, but he's just missing everything. Pine not playing like his usual self. EMP's ready to go yet again, nothing picked up on the point for LW Blue, and Luna goes low, so he's got to hightail it out of there, leaps his way to safety. EMP does come through. Rascal is trying to open up some opportunities for more picks here for his team. Going to be in an exchange right now. Gambler going down. Flower drawing out the Dragon Blade, though. Does find wakawaka, but Luffy is able to finish him off. Follows up with a double kill as he gets rid of Luna with those Helix rockets. And Void is just sitting strong and pretty here on the point. Still tanky on the Diva. And yet again, a bit of an oddly placed self-destruct by Meko. Not going to find much more than the pop on Void's suit.
I mean, their first attacked LuxuryWatch Blue-esque, very much attacking the big health pack, but since then, it's been very disorganized from the side of LuxuryWatch Blue. We still haven't seen the double dive as Luffy dies.
He'll kill himself by accident there, maybe. A decent opening as Void has fallen. Meko will be exchanged out of the suit. Sound barrier coming down, wakawaka able to get it off this time. As he tries to stay alive, but will go down to the end. Flower finding that kill. First tick has been picked up here for LW Blue. With 20 seconds remaining, this is going to be their final hope. Sound barrier does come down. The EMP out from Rascal immediately.
No health
Trying
pack,
to keep them contained, but yet no health pack available. Will go down with just too low. Luffy popping that tack visor, sitting in the biotic field, trying to find a kill. Gets rid of Pine, gets rid of Saebyeolbe. No, dashes back with the recall actually, so still alive. But will not long for this world. Yeah, does take him out after he reappears into overtime. Meko, the only one sitting in on the point, gets booped back and goes low. The suit about to expire. Popped out, trying to buy enough time here as we see Luna yet again leaping in, but like you say, one by one, getting taken out, self-destruct thrown out. Not going to find any kills, but it might have been enough to zone them back. Saebyeolbe coming back in here on the Tracer, gets the snap back, but it's only a matter of time. He'll go down, Flower can't get there. And just like that, match point as KongDoo Panthera takes Volskaya.
It was very valuable.
Showing that Junkrat for a moment, but don't expect to be seeing that one. Or maybe we will, actually. He's going to go ahead. He's going to fire off a couple volleys, just looking to get a couple hits. Won't find anything much, so goes ahead and swaps back over onto the Winston as anticipated.
And birdring will be jumping onto the Widowmaker this time.
Sniper battle, perhaps between he and Pine. We'll see how much damage output Pine can offer up with that Ana, but likely going to have to focus in on healing for the most part. Already though, Saebyeolbe getting taken out. Didn't quite see it on screen, but kill feed tells the story. Birdring found a shot, he took it. Looking for a bit more to get rid of Gambler, who goes dangerously low and will be just hounded down by Void. So already strong push getting ready to happen here for KongDoo Panthera as they go ahead and knock Meko out.
Yeah, really good disengage there from KongDoo Panthera. LuxuryWatch Blue saw the Widowmaker, looked for a dive. Widowmaker backed away. The rest of the team stood robustly. Dive failed from LuxuryWatch Blue, as it has the last couple of maps, and that means nice push here past Big Earls.
Birdring looking for the snipe. Just finds a body shot in onto Luna. Can't quite get Flower. coming through there from Saebyeolbe yet again. Leaps back, grapple up over the wall, and just helps just fire down Luna. Machine gun just takes him out. The payload just in front of point A already, but Flower comes through. They will use the res just to get the Widowmaker back up. So big investment there from wakawaka, but feeling confident in birdring, and there you go. Gets the baby diva as soon as she comes out of the back yet again.
Seeing the battle with the Genji though, looks like Genji's gonna track it down. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Flower finds it. Can he get anything else? So draws out the Dragon Blade, gets cut down. Didn't quite finish the channel, so will still have it for himself, but Rascal, fast reactions, just takes him out with a swipe.
Yeah, LuxuryWatch Blue, when they saw the Widowmaker, had to make adjustments. They jumped onto the Zenyatta this time from Pine, no longer on the Ana. Gambler off the Mercy as well. The swaps meant they didn't have any ults to potentially contest at the last. So we get to the streets phase very briskly for KongDoo Panthera.
Playing with fire there with that deflect. Birdring not taking the shot, doesn't want to risk it. Finds a couple hits though in onto Flower. Nothing lethal, no headshots for him yet, but he's still sticking forward with this Widowmaker. Has confidence that he can have this work.
Luffy taken down by Saebyeolbe. Didn't get to use Transcendence either in his Flower.
Yeah, there's Flower yet again. Like I said, did still have that Dragon Blade. Goes through, finds the double kill, finishing off Rascal. And will get Fissure as well as he's just trying to retreat back towards the spawn. Poor Winston. Gets taken down. They'll pop Void out of the mech and leave him to likely have to run all the way back over past Big Girls and kill himself. Nope, he's actually going to go ahead and swap.
Yeah, birdring jumps on the Soldier as well. Some adjustments, like you say, coming through from KongDoo Panthera. We're merciless.
Wasn't sure how much he had there for that self-destruct, but decided it was enough to surrender. Transcendence comes down in the meantime here from Luffy as Flower and Saebyeolbe both have died, so DPS members of LW Blue being taken out. Meko popped out, Luna going down, so the tanks eliminated as well, and the payload will keep moving. Nearly halfway there now to point B with 3 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, really good sight lines as well on birdring. Not going to be any high ground defense going to be able to set up. It's going to be pretty much the last second defense as the cart continues to push. Trying to fight for the bridge.
Looking for it. Heal back immediately. There's going to be the Dragon Blade out here from Rascal. Transcendence. Helping him out, just keeping him topped up. This Gambler goes down. We'll find Pine getting rid of him. Now dropping down in behind Saebyeolbe, just trying to finish off anybody that he can. Finds the right click on the Flower, dashes through to get Meko. Saebyeolbe goes down, and looks like that payload might just be rolling into point B right now. Last second contest would have to come from Gambler, so they'll just concede this over.
Yeah, KongDoo Panthera on attack and defense, a very different beast. Void is one of the best attacking divas, shutting down enemies, diving in with Rascal. That time drew out the Transcendence, didn't necessarily have any other ults if the Transcendence was down, but they were still able in the disarray to chase down members. We're already at the last point here of Route 66, and it's already gone much further than LuxuryWatch Blue had to attack last time.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I'd love to see KongDoo Panthera take on EnVyUs, Mickey versus Void, be hell of a diva battle.
Very similar identity between those two.
Luna going to be the first one to fall here as the attack continues from KongDoo Panthera. Attack visor coming up from birdring, looking for an angle as everybody just piles in behind the pillars.
That means no one's contesting the card. They'll continue to free push, so okay. Not
5
further
members on at
kills.
6 now. They just keep this thing rolling in, looking for the completion. We're able to get it on Hollywood. Maybe yet again now on Route 66. Last second contest going to come through for LW Blue, throwing down that sound barrier as they try to stay alive. Void has the self-destruct ready to go. Waiting for perhaps the mech to get popped, just firing away, trying to get in on the Luna, who has that primal rage, but a Discord orb on him. Both self-destructs come through, neither diva going to find any kills, but still zoning them back a few meters. All that remains here for KongDoo Panthera, but Luffy gets picked off. Rascal building up for that Dragon Blade as quickly as possible, but the Transcendence is already going to be used here by LW Blue. Felt the need to go ahead and use that one out, that Pine, to keep his team alive. Rascal's going to go ahead and try to peel back. They will get stopped out just in front of point C. 2 minutes 35 on the clock to complete this push.
Yeah, he saw Rascal coming in. He hadn't used his Dragon Blade in a long while, so made the educated guess that they needed to actually use the Transcendence. Got some further picks, but crucially, KongDoo Panthera show us something to increase our expectation about them. Not necessarily a reflection of their opponents, but them holding on to ultimates and not overusing them when a push is clearly going to be thwarted. They don't use any further tools, and now they return to the attack, knocking on the front door with a lot in their war chest.
False bomb out, but it doesn't seem like it got a stick. They're not going to find anything there. Flower being jumped on with attack visor, goes low. One more hit will do it, and there we go. Fissure finishes them off with that primal rage. Dragon Blade being drawn out. Rascal slicing away, finds Meko, knocks him out, takes him down with Gambler to boot. Saebyeolbe comes in to try to defend it in the last second, but it will be completed. 1 minute 48 on the clock here for KongDoo Panthera, and yet again, LW Blue in a position where they have to go all the way to the finish line.
And it's going to be so difficult for them. It feels like the script was followed, Achilles. We were kind of surprised to see how good LuxuryWatch Blue were able to make things work on Control, but Control, again, about the individual outplays, not necessarily about the strategy, like, for example, Payload. Every time we have seen the contest onto payloads by Luna, it has been the Winston dropping down early. Predictably, his standard hero pool, Zenyatta, Ana, Mercy, aren't really known for that front of teamfight contest. And thus, we look at LuxuryWatch Blue, and this potentially could be the end of their run in the winner's bracket, but not the end of their run in the tournament.
Everything coming down to this right now for LW Blue. Semi-final hopes could be snuffed out, at least for the moment, with a loss here on Route 66. Was their selection. We saw such a dominating performance from them versus CONBOX Spirit. But you can tell, not having Janus on the team, the disjointedness is just a bit too much for them to work with. So, hopefully, it will be available for their next match.
It's a very surreal point to be an analytical caster in a winner's match and yet have to really caveat and cage and asterisk so much of this match.
Yeah.
You can't really stand there and wave your fingers at LuxuryWatch Blue. They're doing the best with the hand they have been dealt. But that's not good enough to potentially contest KongDoo Panthera unless there is one hell of a push coming out on attack on Route 66. It was the strength of their defense on this map that carried them to their last victory over CONBOX Spirit. It's going to have to be an insane attack, and we'll see what LuxuryWatch Blue can put forward.
Yep, it's going to be the 2-2-2 here as Pine goes back over onto that Zenyatta. Pretty much about to be matching compositions. The Flower on the Genji rather than the Soldier. Go ahead, start working around this first corner. Get below Big Earls. Rascal poking out, trying to build up for that attack visor.
Let's wait to see if we can see some coordination between Luna.
Oh, Flower going low. Discord Orb comes through, the headshot registers. Rascal finds the opening kill, follows up with a double as he gets rid of Luna as well. And that should be enough to just stop LW Blue right in their tracks.
And I was going to say, the most transparent Winston dive combo is onto Big Earls, a standard point to contest on attack. I was going to say, will we see the needed cohesion between Luna and Meko diving up there? Flower died first, then the Winston was completely exposed. And so was that first attack. We do have an audio issue once again on the side of KongDoo Panthera that clearly was not resolved from earlier in the series.
We took care of it, I would expect, very swiftly the last time around, so hopefully it's going to be another quick fix so we can get this match continuing. All right, so
Good thing about headset issues is that they are
very an issue.
Good thing about headset issues are that they can be very easily replaced, so hopefully we're able to get back in.
Seems like it's with wakawaka.
The contest onto Big Earl is something you don't need to be a super experienced Winston to be able to do. It's very much rinse and repeat. That was the part where I'm like, if they can make this work, that's at least higher expectations for what they can do in terms of their dive. First attempt failed. They'll need to make it happen again. It was like the battle for Big Earls, the highlight of the first part of Route 66, and so far so good for the side of KongDoo Panthera on defense.
Yep. 50-degree angle, hit shift, drop the barrier, zap people.
And hopefully have a Diva and potentially a Genji diving in with you at the same time.
Yeah.
A lot of Overwatch players play by feel. I feel like that's still the case with Overwatch. You know, it's still a very young game. Feels like the drills will come over the years, you know, extra scrim time. And you don't have the feel. You can't have the same exact trust in your Winston player when it's an unfamiliar situation for Luna. And you notice it's just inches, it's just seconds. But inches and seconds can make all the difference at the highest level.
I mean, that's what the game's all about in the end. Here we go, though. Back into it. As LW Blue just tries to get back in onto the payload to keep this thing moving. He's going to get jumped on. That's Matrix there to help keep him safe, and he's still very healthy at the moment. This Flower just keeps poking up, trying to build up for that Dragon Blade. They will finally take down Luffy off the high ground. He falls, will go down. Luna gets picked off, however. So trading back is KongDoo Panthera onto the fence, but the payload has otherwise been pretty much untouched by KongDoo, so got a little bit of distance, but now dropping down Rascal. Throwing out that tack visor, trying to get some hits into the Transcendence.
Wakawaka dies during the sound barrier.
He does, gets picked off. Yeah, that's the pulse bomb coming through. So yet again, not able to complete it. And Flower draws out the Dragon Blade. Finds a kill in onto Rascal. As they try to keep things moving, gets birdring as well, dropping down off Big Girls. Finds a swipe onto the Tracer. And that might just be the point A completion, unless there's a last second push here, which there will be. Sound barrier down from both teams as Void drops in. Gonna have to be the one really sitting in onto the payload to try to buy a lot of time here for his squad.
His sound barrier, the self-destruct thrown in the air gets nothing.
Yeah, not gonna find anything. Meanwhile, Flower single-handedly takes out both of the supporting members. Wakawaka and Luffy both go down. And it's a decent run back at this point. They'll try to be getting back in to contest this payload. Void getting popped out, should be taken out very swiftly, and he will. And that'll be the completion on point A.
And the fans go wild. They see their team evolving in front of their eyes. Much better second dive onto Big Girls from the side. LuxuryWatch Blue is Pulse Bomb.
Pulse Bomb comes out, finds Rascal. Big opening here for Saebyeolbe. Can he follow up? Looking for Luffy, almost takes him out. Will get him in the end as Luna pops the Primal Rage, just smacks him around a little bit. They'll follow up for Fissure. This is the performance that we wanted to see from LW Blue on attack, and so far they are delivering.
They dive very deep. They stopped there from being a static defense pulled out by KongDoo Panthera. Have to lick their wounds and try to regroup. Time bank is smaller for LuxuryWatch Blue, but feels like finally the momentum is going their way after 2 down maps for LuxuryWatch Blue.
Looking significantly better here. Flower gonna have to bail out immediately, gets himself away from that angry Winston. Rascal firing away. They will take out Luna in close quarters. Self-destruct tossed out. Not going to find anything here for Meko, and he will die in the end. Saebyeolbe comes up with the kill on the birdring, but the payload has been halted for now, just about halfway there to point B.
They need to invest Transcendence to make that happen, though, KongDoo Panthera, and they may have Rascal with the tack visor. But Dragon Blade and Transcendence available for LuxuryWatch Blues. They still do have tools to win a potential skirmish.
What the approach is going to be. Saebyeolbe not quite getting that third dash, and now Flower, yeah, drawing out that Dragon Blade, but he's going to get taken out immediately. Luffy finishes him off, and Saebyeolbe throws out the pulse bomb, finds the kill onto Rascal, who is very low, but the rest of his team is getting ripped apart. The momentum has been halted. Meko popped out into Baby Diva, and they could just let him go. Has to run all the way back to the spawn to swap.
Yeah, double disengage on Flower as he drew the Dragon Blade. Meant that he got no value from it, didn't die during the animation, so still has to build it all up again. And the time, just like on Hollywood, keeps ticking for the side of LuxuryWatch Blue.
2 minutes, 20 seconds now. Need the completion and need one hell of a steamroll push through the garage to get to point C for the completion. birdring has a pulse bomb ready to go. We'll see if he can find a prime target. The sound barrier does come down here from KongDoo Panthera. Rascal with attack visor getting pooped back. Still has the high ground, looking for a kill on the game. Doesn't quite get it, and Luffy's actually going to be the first one to get picked off here on this skirmish as Luna goes wild with the primal rage. birdring throws it out, not going to find anything, and now is in danger of getting left on Pine. Wraps around from the backside, comes through the building, and actually finishes him off.
Coming from all different directions here, but it's all LuxuryWatch Blue. Ultimate's used very early by the side of KongDoo Panthera, and Pine could hold on to the Transcendence and largely turn the fight. Not going to be all one-way traffic, but largely exactly what LuxuryWatch Blue needed, but they haven't full pushed to point C yet. There is going to be a contest at the last.
Certainly is. KongDoo Panthera at least want to drain the clock as much as they possibly can. Luna already going to get picked off. The Helix Rockets from Rascal, able to finish him off. And Gambler contained into that side room. Go forward, Void just trying to finish off. Meko gets him before he can make it back into the mech. A huge pickoff for KongDoo Panthera on the delay, as it's now about to be a minute on the clock. Still a little ways to go for this push. And this is going to be rough tidings for LW Blue.
Yeah, just you watch this game and you think KongDoo Panthera is a better dive team than LuxuryWatch Blue, and we know that's almost certainly not the case, but with the current lineups, that's just the reality here. It feels a bit like Meta Athena trying to play dive against other teams because they're so disconnected with their also. Look at that, very nice.
Yeah, finds the deflection on the Luffy, and he has the Transcendence available. Now Flower going to be free to go ahead, draw the Dragon Blade, trying to cut his way through Fissure, will be able to do so, but can he find more as one more swipe gets booped away by wakawaka. Won't be able to find any more picks, but birdring does go down. Now just trying to fire off into the backside of Void, finish him off, dashes through the enemy to get himself away from that self-destruct. keeps himself safe now. Rascal pushing back in, Transcendence thrown down, has that attack visor ready to go, finishes off Pine, but now getting smacked back in towards the spawn by a very angry Luna, but Saebyeolbe goes down before wakawaka, or before Gambler can throw out the sound barrier. Does so now, but there's just so few members here to profit from him to stay on top of the payload. Luna rejoins,
Nice,
immediately
instantly.
gets taken down, just 4.88 meters away. Flower will be finished off. Mekko popped out of the mech in a matter of seconds, and that is going to be overtime ticking down. Can they delay any further?
Pine's transcendent, so he'll last at least a little while, but it's 1 by 1.
Yeah, now it's him all by himself. Pulse Bomb sticking to the barrier, not going to find anything. Gambler coming back in, this time without that sound barrier to buy the time. Overtime ticks down, and there you go.